Hey everybody, welcome to this tutorial playthrough type thing of Factorio. I'm Mah-Dry-Bread, I've got Trooth with me.
That's me.
Okay, so this series is going to be all about teaching the viewers and Trooth how to play Factorio. So,
oh boy.
How much of this have you played again? You played a little of the campaign, right? A while back?
It was probably a month or two ago. I played the tutorial. I think I played the whole thing.
Okay.
And that's about it.
The tutorial is shit in this game, so I'm just gonna teach you. I have like 250 hours in this game. I'm not amazing, but I'm good enough that I got the achievement for beating the game in, I think it was under 14 hours, a save file. It takes a lot of practice.
Okay.
Now, there's one for 8 hours that I have not gotten yet.
Okay.
This is a quality Let's Play. So, hopefully people at home will watch this and get into the game, because it's great. So we got a weird-ass map here. If we hit M, we can kind of zoom out and look at the map a little bit. You can scroll around on it. You can hold left-click to drag it around.
Well, there's not much to scroll around right now.
Yeah, we have a weird-ass map in that the iron ore, if you hover over the blue stuff, that's iron ore, you can see we've got some weird amounts in some weird areas. So let's walk up here to where there's this ore next to the copper ore. So the resource you need the most of in the game is definitely iron. You need copper. Is it iron, then copper, then coal, then stone, then we're getting into like oils and stuff like that. Early on, we're just worrying about copper. Or sorry, iron. Iron and copper is really what we care about right now. Okay. So we start off with a burner mining drill and a stone furnace. So we have a lot of trees around here. Oh yeah, you just have that shady little pick. So the first thing you want to do. So hit E and you'll go to your crafting menu. We want to go to production tab and there's an iron pickaxe. Left click it once to make it and it will just make everything we need to make it. There we go. It'll auto equip. That lets you cut trees and mine stuff faster by hand. But we don't need to do any of this by hand. What we wanted that for mostly is cutting down trees to clear room and to get us some raw wood. We'll need a lot of that. We're going to use a little bit of it for early game fuel actually.
Okay, now are our resources pooled or do we have our own individual resources here?
We have our own individual inventories, but we can share it pretty easily just by making a treasure chest out of wood.
Okay.
So let's just clear a little bit of this wood to really see what we're working with here. And we'll need the wood for like power poles and chests and stuff anyway.
Okay, so it's just deforestation mode right now.
Yeah, so where's the closest coal?
Coal?
I'm looking on the map. Oh my god, do we have no coal around here?
No, there's some, like, down in the, like, paler looking...
Oh my god, the coal's that far away. I've never seen that bad of a spawn before.
It doesn't seem like it's that far. I mean...
That is...
like...
Normally the coal's right beside the iron.
Oh,
like,
okay.
there'd be coal, like, right here. Alright, we're gonna do a wacky-ass build, then. Alright. This is good. I'm happy that things are kind of spread out. This is just a regular file, because I want to be able to teach you stuff like trains early on. So...
Oh boy. Trains.
This is what we're gonna do early. I'm going to put down my stone furnace right next to the iron. I'm going to put down my burner on the iron. Now, you can just hit R to rotate things. I have the arrow going into the furnace. Now, this is a burner, so it's fueled by anything that you can burn. Wood, coal, something like that. So I'm just going to drop a little bit of wood in there in both ends.
Look at it go.
So it's mining. It drops it off where the arrow is, which is directly in the furnace. The furnace will start automatically burning it. And this is creating iron plates. You can, at any time, you just hold control and left click on the furnace to pick up all the plates in it.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. So right now what we want to do is create some more burner drills. So let's get yours up on the stone here.
Stone, okay.
Yeah, put it on the stone and have it just facing my direction.
Okay, R to rotate that. Okay.
Yep.
Got that right here.
There you go. And I'm going to put a treasure chest right there, and I'm going to put some fuel in it. Because we don't want to cook this stone into bricks yet. We just want some stone to make more furnaces.
Okay, yeah.
So we got that going.
I was just about to put a furnace down.
Yeah, no need. We can cook them. We can cook them into bricks, and we will later, because the bricks we can lay down to walk faster, and that's really, really nice. And after that, we can make the bricks with water into cement, which is the best for walking on.
Can we build a house out of them?
You cannot build a house. Unfortunately, we live outdoors no matter what.
This isn't Minecraft?
This actually isn't Minecraft. I'm sorry, everybody. I know you thought Factorio was code for Minecraft.
Yeah, I thought they were the same thing.
I should have clarified. I should have put not Minecraft in the title.
I'm mining. I'm crafting.
That's looking like Minecraft to me. All right, I'm gonna make another burner drill here. I'm gonna make 2 burner drills, and let's walk to the south here. So I want to show you what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Hold on, there's a tree in my way.
Yeah, you better cut that down before it fights back. It's actually an ent. It's gonna fuck you up. All right, so this is a trick you can do very early on. We're gonna need a lot of coal early on. So before we have like conveyor belt set up, we're just gonna have 2 pointing at each other and put 1 piece of wood in it to get it started. And they're gonna dump the coal into each other over and over until they max it at 50 each. And we're just gonna use this to occasionally go pick up coal.
Okay.
So there we go.
They're digging up the coal and like inserting it into each other?
Yeah, if you hit Alt, you can see the arrows on them, and you can see they're just dropping it into each other's fuel. Eventually, they'll max it at 50 each because that's as much fuel as they can hold, and then we just go pick it up and then take it to where it needs to be, and they'll go back to mining.
So they're digging it up and they're using it as fuel to dig up more?
Yes.
Okay.
Because 1 piece of fuel will power it long enough to dig up about 5 pieces of fuel.
Okay.
Now later we're going to have like electric drills and stuff. Also, we can get a little bit of stone here by breaking up these rocks if we want to, but we already have a drill up here for that.
Big sandy rocks. I was going to say, it seems kind of wasteful to have them just dig up their fuel to have them dig up more fuel.
No, we're getting a huge net profit on it.
Okay.
And it's better than having to burn all this wood, because the coal is way more abundant. Like there, I just dumped a bunch of coal in that. That'll keep it going for much longer. Coal burns about 2 or 3 times as long as wood.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the point of using higher quality fuels. Like, when we start making solid fuel out of, like, oil, that burns for a really long time, and oil never runs out, but it does become slower at the rate at which you extract it.
Oil never runs out?
Yeah, it's weird. Coal can run out. Now, we're not going to run out of these resources anytime soon, but when we start running out, because we have such big mining operations, it'll run out fast. And that's when we start to need to really blob out.
See, now, I thought there would be, like, an oil crisis.
No. Oil crisis. Your oil crisis
out.
is never really it running out. Your oil crisis is usually... let me take care of that. The oil crisis is usually just you can't get it fast enough to meet up with your demands. So this game follows the usual thing of, to speed things up, you go back to the source. You want to make sure that, you know, the best way to speed things up is get more iron, get more copper, get more of the raw resources going, because then you can speed up the whole production line bit by bit by bit. Because if you get bottlenecked at the beginning of it, you really start to choke.
Okay.
All right, I just picked up like 50 coal out of them. Really easy.
Okay.
All right, so let's start really setting things up here now that we have a good supply of coal. We're going to have conveyor belts for that coal at some point. So we really want to start near this water, because this is how we're going to get electricity, is an offshore pump.
Oh, okay.
Now, an offshore pump requires electronic circuits. That requires copper wires. So we need to get some copper going, so I can get that there. And I'll make a burner drill, because I already have some furnaces. We don't need much stone early on. We can pretty much just leave that thing drilling for a long-ass time, and we'll make good use of it later. I'll just put like 10 coal in each end. Now, the drill runs out of fuel before the furnace does. The drill burns it a little faster. So it's not like a 1-to-1 ratio.
Oh, man.
All right, so we got that going. Let me just drop a whole bunch of coal in that. In both of those, actually, because we really need to get that iron going. We're going to be eating iron like crazy. In fact, I will go ahead and do that.
Maybe we should build a conveyor belt from the coal to up here.
We will be relatively soon. In the beginning, you mostly just want to get your burner stuff going really well.
Okay.
All right, just getting a bunch of furnaces. I just took out a bunch of the stone. I got 5 more furnaces. There we go. Now I've got my copper. Okay, so I am going to make 1 offshore pump. You only need 1 for a really long time. So an offshore pump is where we get our water that we're going to make steam engines with. Steam engines give you a lot of electricity, but they also cause a lot of pollution. We're nowhere near solar panels, though, and those take up a lot of room. So we're going to have to work with this for now. I'm kind of feeling right here. Yeah, right here is fine for this. So this is our pump. So we're going to be working outwards from here.
Okay.
Which means we're going to have to clear a lot of wood around here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is there a way to do this other than just chop down every tree?
Not yet. Later we could be like shooting it down, we could be burning it down, we could be driving a car through it. Okay. Or the best way, once we have construction robots, we could signal it for mass deconstruction and they'll give us the resources for it. But we do actually want wood, so it's worth chopping it.
Okay.
And I mean, these iron picks are at least very easy to make. It's like 3 iron plates total, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they ever break down or anything?
They do. They have durability. You can see it in the bottom right, which is your equipment.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to make a boiler. It's a stone furnace and 4 pipe. A pipe is just 1 iron. This is our first boiler. So the boiler takes water on the sides. If you hit Alt, you can see where the water goes in and comes out. And out the top, or bottom if I flip it, comes the steam. Huh. It eats fuel, so we're going to be using coal, because wood's going to burn through it way too fast. Let's go get some more coal, because I used up all of it. In fact, I wouldn't mind... you know what? I'm going to right-click that. So when you're crafting things, if you right-click it, you make 5 at a time, and if you shift left-click it, you make as many as you can. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is so I can do... this. I turn that around. We're making a train of 6 of them. That will get us all the coal we need at a ridiculously high rate until we're ready to just do conveyor belts for it.
Okay. Now, can you rotate these things after you've built them?
Yes. Every building can be rotated by just hovering over it and clicking R.
Okay.
So if you hit Alt there, you're going to see it's just a train of them all feeding each other. So we can get a lot of coal out of that really, really fast.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and then you just hold Alt and you drag your left click along them to pick up whatever they have.
Okay. Drag my... Oh, hold on. Hold Alt.
Hold Control, sorry.
Oh, Control.
Yeah. Sorry, I think I told you the wrong thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to need to get some iron up here real quick. Oh, this ran out of fuel. I will fix that. There we go. Okay. So this. Let's clean this up early. I'm going to make an underground pipe. So making an underground pipe, I'm making a steam engine. So this is what's going to get us electricity, and I'm also making small electric poles. So I'm going to show you how to set up electricity.
Okay.
So, and I'm also going to need a few regular pipes. Okay, I just crafted a whole bunch of things by hand. So, what we're using here is, first we're using some pipes. A pipe is just 1 tile. It carries steam or liquids. So we can see we're going to use it for steam right here. So I just put 1 pipe right there.
Okay, pipe.
And then I'm going to do an underground pipe over to here. The reason for that is I just want to create a big gap so we can run things through here easily in the future.
So you don't have to actually lay pipe this whole distance?
No, because I made an underground pipe, which is another item, that has 10 pipe worth of pipe in it. And it covers 10 tiles. So it's the same resource amount, but you can walk through this, whereas you can't walk through a pipe. The only disadvantage is an underground pipe can't turn underground.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So it is it's the same amount of resources. I was like, why would you ever not use underground pipes?
Yeah. And you can't let 2 pipes touch. Like 2 pipes can't be next to each other, or else they'll mix whatever's in them. So it becomes a logistics nightmare. You gotta get ready for it.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna put a steam engine right here. So you can see it has a steam intake, and you can chain them vertically. Now, it says there's nothing plugged in, which means it has nowhere to put the electricity. So I am going to put a power pole in its grid. So we have a power pole there. Now, I recommend you make some power poles right now, too. Go grab some copper up here so you can make some.
Okay, I have a question about pipes.
Yeah.
Suppose down here we had another pipe, an underground pipe running vertically, like through here.
They would magically not touch.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah. The only problem is when you have 2 that are aligned and are picking up in the same direction. It'll just grab whatever's closest. So, like, if I also had something right here that was getting, say, oil, and I did an underground that was coming out to here, these 2 would end up mixing because they're aligned in the same direction.
Okay.
So we wouldn't be able to do that. But I could
sense.
have 10 underground pipes going vertically through it because it's crossing across.
You're right.
And that would be fine.
Okay.
Pipes carry an ungodly amount of liquid and steam, by the way. So you don't often need to make multiple pipes for the same thing. I don't know why. But for whatever reason, a pipe can carry a ridiculous quantity of one liquid at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. So...
Oh, yeah, I need to make some power lines.
Yeah, make a few power lines. They come in groups of 2, normally, when you make them. So they're very, very easy to make small electrical poles.
What category are they under?
Logistics, because they're carrying things.
Logistics. Okay, small electric pole. Okay.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Click on it so that you have it like hovering around like you're going to place it.
Okay.
So when you hover it around the other pole, you see how it has a cable attached.
Yes.
If the cable is touching, that means that when you place it there, it will be carrying the electricity. You also see that there is a blue square around it. That means that anything touching that will be getting the electricity.
Okay. When I move it down here, it turns into a white square. Do you know why that
White square means that you can place it there, but you're not close enough to place it. You just need to stand closer. So the next tip, this is very good for running long lines here, is hover your cursor so it is... while you have the power pole like ready to place, hover it over the other power pole that's already there, so it's red.
Yeah.
Hold your left click, and now run in the direction you want to be, which is up here. And it will start auto-placing it at the correct distance.
Oh, wow.
There you go. That is way better than manually figuring out the distance every time.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so we can get some power poles up here around where we want to start putting electric mining drills. So we'll just leave it up here for now because we'll be using that in the future. So we can leave these poles; they're fine.
Okay.
Okay, let me get some resources. These are all doing well. Oh, that's out of fuel. Let's go get some more fuel.
Oh, I might have fuel. Let me look at that.
Yeah, drop some fuel in if you have it, and I'll go do a fuel run for us.
I just put 50 fuel in there.
Awesome. Okay, so we're about at the point where we can... Oh, man, all of these are full. Okay, I just picked up 100, 200, 300 coal. Sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why we did that. Every 2 or 3 minutes, we'll have 300 coal out of that.
Okay, so we need to remember to run errands.
Yeah, well, this whole game is about being satisfied when you figure out how to automate an errand.
Right.
Okay, so I'm just going to top off all of these to 50. Because we have the coal income to just do that, so we can just have that be hands-off for a long-ass time now. There we go. So the next thing I want to teach you is an inserter. Go ahead and make... You know what? We can just bypass burner inserters. A burner inserter is an inserter that uses fuel. Make a regular inserter, the yellow one.
Got it.
Okay. So,
I have one.
let's do an experiment here. Go ahead and make a chest. That's under logistics.
Wooden chest or iron chest?
Doesn't matter.
Iron chest.
Okay. That just carries more. They're both easy resources. So what we want to do is get the stone furnace. This stone furnace here is making copper plates. We want the copper plates to go into a chest so that this furnace isn't always capping out.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember how to do that?
Yeah, I know inserters can pull things out of one inventory and put them in another.
Yes, it picks up whatever's behind it and puts it in front of it.
Right.
So all you would do is put an inserter so that when you're placing it, there's the arrow and there's the line. The line is what is taking it from, the arrow is where it's putting it. So if you were to put one right there, and then you put the chest under that, that would be functional. So I just gave it an electrical pole so it would work. And let me go dump some fuel in the burner, or in the furnace real quick. The boiler, that was it. There we go. So we have electricity. And there we go.
Look at it go.
One by one is just putting in there. Now, we don't actually need to do that, so I'll just take that back. It was for experimenting.
Oh, no. Okay.
But there we go. Now we know how to do that. That's how an inserter works. Now, an inserter can pick things up off the ground. It can drop things anywhere. It can drop an inserter item into another inserter's hand, even. So, if we wanted to have the least efficient base ever, we could just have a conga line of inserters carrying things. But it's really slow and uses a lot of electricity, and would be completely pointless when we could just do a conveyor belt.
That sounds adorable, though.
It does. I'm going to be teaching you blueprints soon, which is something people have a really hard time with when they're beginning the game. But when they understand how it works, it makes the game way fucking easier.
Okay.
Let's say we wanted to plan out a base right now. We want to plan out, what's our furnace area going to look like for this patch of something? Well, I'm just going to magically, like a fucking wizard. Whoa. What's this thing I'm doing? How am I? Oh my god, I'm so talented.
They're ghost furnaces.
So I'm making a ghost blueprint is what I'm doing. All I'm doing is I'm taking an item from my inventory as if I'm gonna place it. I'm placing it, but I'm holding shift. And what that does is it makes a ghost of something so you can plan out and look at it and say, hey, would this work? That way you don't need to place it just to test it. I could have one furnace and I could ghost 1,000 furnaces.
Whoa.
There you go. And if you hold right click and you hover over it, you can just delete the blueprints you don't like. There you go.
Wait, I hold what to delete them?
Right click. And you just mop it all up.
Okay.
And you can save those as blueprints and batch to it. Like I have some blueprints from another file because you can have them between files. So I could make that a game blueprint and we are going to be building some of these. Now, this is awful fancy. It's using advanced stuff. We're going to be doing a primitive version of it, but this is what it's going to look like. And now we don't want it there, so fucking...
Oh, do you have to erase the whole thing by hand?
I think there's another way to do it, and I don't know it, and this is where the experienced players yell at me in the comments, but trying to scrub through it.
Awkward.
Yeah.
What a mess.
We did it. We're going to be building like a bunch of those. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Can I just red blueprint that?
Do what?
Yes, I can. That's the quick way to do it. Okay, so the B button brings up your blueprint menu. Okay, so just so you know what you're looking at when you're in this blueprint menu on the B button, click New Blueprint. You can bring that into your inventory. And then with it on your mouse, as if you're going to construct something, you drag a box over what you like, and then you can save that as a blueprint to mass produce it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can delete those at any time, and you can keep those in your blueprint menu and stuff like that. In fact, I want to get rid of that.
Obviously, I want to save the ring of power lines.
Obviously. You can also get a red blueprint from that, which is a deconstruction planner. I can drag it over something to say, hey, I want that deconstructed. Now, if we had builder robots, they would deconstruct that for us, but we don't, so we need to do it manually.
Another question. I managed to get deconstruction planner onto my hotbar, but how do I get new blueprint on there?
You just click on new blueprint, so you have it on your mouse, and then you just click it onto your bar.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, I got it now. Okay.
Yeah.
I had something else selected, was the problem.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember how you actually just remove a blueprint. Nope, not that.
Do you hear the noise when I do that?
Yes. You're gonna get used to that noise.
So you'll know when I'm up to some trouble.
Yeah. You know, I can just make a blueprint book and throw all that in because I'm stupid and don't remember how to just get rid of the blueprints that I don't want in my inventory anymore. Which is really obnoxious. You know, fuck it. I'll look that up later because I don't care enough right now. All right. Let me just clean out the inventories there. Okay. So it's about time we start getting some research going. We want to have assemblers before we can really set up a base. So what we're going to do is under production, we'll just make one lab for now. That's just copper wire, which is copper plates, gears, which is just iron plates, and electronic circuits, which is copper wire and iron plates. So really basic shit.
So we need to make a lab.
Yeah. So we've got a lab right here. It's got electricity because it's in the electrical zone. Mm-hmm. So what it needs is Science Pack level 1 so far, which is an intermediate project. I'm going to go ahead and just make 10. Takes a minute to make by hand. We're going to be using assemblers for most of this shit later.
I remember Science Packs.
Yeah, so this is how we research. We just put the red Science Pack in it, and it will start researching it. So I'm going to hit T, and I'm going to pick our research. You can hit T now if you want to, and look at our research. Our research is all universal.
Okay.
And we always start with automation level 1, because that gets us the assembling machine level 1, which will build for us, and the long-handed inserter, which picks things up and puts them down farther away. So we started that research. It's just 10 science packs worth.
Oh, we only need 10 science packs?
Yeah, and I'm building all of them, so don't worry about that.
Oh, I get a little message that says you started research automation.
Yeah. Do me a favor, go do a coal run. We'll probably need some soon.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And while you're out
don't
doing
go up
that,
north. Don't go up north. There's nothing up there.
Oh, yeah, don't go up north. There's just a patch of coal we don't need because we have coal at home.
Yeah. I didn't put anything up there. Don't worry.
I don't know. I feel like there might be something up here that I'm looking at right now.
No. I didn't put anything up there. By the trees.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't see anything up there either. All right.
You don't? Are you sure?
Now, when we get construction robots, when we make ghosts, they'll actually go and build them for us.
Okay, yeah. It's just like I said. There was nothing up there.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. There's nothing up there.
Okay, good.
Just some trees that are inexplicably set for destruction.
Yeah.
It's almost as if they were in a square pattern around something else and were collateral damage.
I have no idea how that happened.
Yeah, it's weird when that happens. All right. So I just made some transporter belts while we're waiting for this. This is still going, right? Yeah, that's still going. Okay. It's nighttime right now, so we can't see worth shit, which sucks because we won't have night vision for quite a while.
Can we build electric lights?
I think what we want to do right now, yes, we can build electric lights very soon, actually. That's early game tech, just building lamps. So I want to get my blueprint out.
Automation finished.
And we're going to do... You know what? I'm pretty happy with that being... We only need like 4 of these for this patch, probably. Actually, if we were to do it this way, it'd be better. Sorry, just planning things out. Boop.
Whoa.
And...
Express underground belt.
Can't boop that one because this is here. Yeah, now, those are express ones. The blue ones are the fastest in the game. We'll just be using regular speed ones because it's what we have.
Fast
Automation
inserter.
research finished. So we're going to follow that up with logistics, which will get us the underground belts, the splitters, and the fast inserters.
Steel furnaces.
Yeah, now we're going to be using regular furnaces because it's what we have. But you can see like there's some advanced stuff there. We're going to be building most of that pretty soon. So all we want to do right now is get logistics done, which is 20 science packs. So we can now make assemblers, which is under production. Go ahead and make an assembler. These are a thing that they can build any item that takes 2 or 1 resources to make. So I'm going to put one right here, and I'm going to select iron gears on it.
Oh, yeah.
And so if you left click on this assembling machine we have here, you can see it needs iron gears right now. So it needs metal plate. So go ahead and shift left click one of your stacks of 100 iron plates.
Boom.
There we go. Now it's creating it. It creates it at half the speed that we would create it by hand. But it's automated for us.
And it uses electricity for that, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to put an inserter right there. And I'm going to put a chest right there. There. It's just making gears for us and putting it in a chest.
It only dropped 2 on the ground and then it stopped. Why is that?
It cannot place an item on top of another item.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you need to put a chest there or something else. That's something else we could be doing is I can make another one right here. Let me just grab that. And any second now. Here we go. Stand up slightly. There we go. And I can set this one to be science pack level 1. And I could grab that and put the copper in, and there we go. It's now making a science packs.
Nice.
And then I could move the lab over there, do another inserter, make a spaghetti monster, and there we go. As long as we make sure that this thing has iron plates and this thing has copper plates, it's going to continually put science pack level 1 in our lab.
That's cool.
Yeah, so this is like really, we still have hands-on parts of this. It's not totally automated. We're getting there. So another thing we want to do, we obviously want to automate transport belt production. We want that early because once we get a lot of transport belts, we can properly automate this place.
I like transport belts.
So we're going to put one right there. I want another inserter.
I remember making a machine like this in the tutorial, but it was a lot uglier. It involved a lot of transport belts going in various places.
Yeah. The tutorial does not set you up for success. And there we go.
It's so much simpler to just have an inserter directly next to the assembler.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect. So we have both of those things being automated for us. This is good. And again, normally if I was just playing this on my own, like I'd be speeding this up a lot more, but I want to like really teach you like why things work, how they work, and show it in simpler terms first so that when we start to scale it up into larger scale stuff, it's easier to follow.
I'm getting more coal. Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead and do
They were all
that.
maxed out.
We are about half an hour in to the session so far. So I'm just going to say right now, this is probably where I'm going to cut the first episode in editing later. So everybody watching this right now, if this has been useful to you, then I hope you enjoy. I have a playlist on the end card as well as in the description. We'll be trying to teach all the way to the end of the game. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to let us know in the comment section, and I'll try to be as helpful as possible. Maybe if you leave a comment, then in a further episode, I can teach how that thing works. And make sure to go check out Truth's channel if you're watching this on my channel. He's linked in the description, and I'm sure vice versa. But yeah,